Our story begins with Dylan. Him and his family are gonna go see a magic trick. It's the Great Scarpini. Whoa. Anyways, he's like really good at his magic, and then he's like, hey, who wants to disappear? And then everyone's freaking out because they want to disappear. But then he chooses Dylan's sister Heather, and he sticks her in a box, and then she's gone. Whoa. And then he just keeps going with the show. Dylan's like, what the hell just happened? Where's my sister? And then at the end of the show, she comes back. But then she starts acting weird and funky and all that fun stuff. And she just keeps staring at people for no reason. One time, she's writing right-handed, but she's left-handed. Oh no. So Dylan, of course, is freaked out. So he goes to talk to his friend James. And he's like, hey, James, has your brother been acting weird? And then James is like, yeah, boy, he's been acting weird. And so they go and spy on James's brother. He goes out to the forest, and there's a giant circle around some fire. The circle is people. And then a cloaked figure comes by. It's Scarpini. And he's got a bag. And the children put stuff in the bag. Whoa. Anyways, so what happens next is that they go inside the house again. And they're like, hey, this is pretty spooky. So how's about we try and figure out what's going on here? So then, James finds this poem about leprechauns and changelings. That's right, everybody. Scarpini is a leprechaun. Whoa, that's spooky. Anyway, so now he's like, well, fuck, I guess I gotta go get my sister. And so he goes up on the stage during the show and says, Scarpini, you better let me disappear. And then Scarpini's like, you know what? I hate you, kid. Go in the box. And so he goes in the box, and turns out there's a bunch of changelings down there. Whoa. And so he's like, wow, this is great. I'm gonna set everyone free. But then he gets locked up. And it's sad. But then, right after that, he's like, oh yeah, that's right, I know a magic trick that I learned from listening to Scarpini just a couple minutes ago, and I'm gonna get out of these chains. And then he does. And then he gets everyone else out of their chains, and then he sets all the changelings on fire and runs away. And then they get out, and Scarpini's like, what the hell just happened? And then Scarpini skips down, and everyone's happy. Our story begins with Jesse. He's a kid, and he's not afraid of ghosts. He's instead afraid of a cave. Just kidding, it's not a cave, it's a ravine. Whoa. Anyways, his friends want to go to the ravine. He doesn't want to go, so he goes home. He's moved into a new house. Whoa. And the house is full of ghosts. But he's not scared of the ghosts because he doesn't believe in ghosts. Anyways, his sister sees a ghost and freaks out. So he's like, fine, I'll stay in your room for tonight and teach you that there are no ghosts. And so he goes in her sister's room. He has a wonderful time. And then he talks to a ghost. The ghost takes his body and his lucky baseball deal. Yeah, it's actually just a baseball that's signed. And then he's a ghost now. And the ghost has taken over his body. Oh no. And then he meets more ghosts. They're in the attic. And they had the same thing happen to them several years ago. And he's like, oh boy, I'll help you out. And so he goes to the ravine. Because he remembers that the ghost child was talking about how he had a prized ring that he lost in the ravine. So he goes to find it. And guess what? He finds it. Whoa. And then when he picks it up, some lightning happens. And then everything goes back to normal. He's a kid again, and the ghost is gone. And so he crawls out of the ravine and says, hey, this is actually pretty fun. He goes to find the ghost children, and other people because they're not ghosts anymore. Whoa. Our story begins with Donnie. He's a kid and he hates the mall. He keeps having creepy dreams about the mall and he doesn't want to go to the mall. Anyways, his mom's like, hey, you need to go to the mall because it's your sister's birthday tomorrow. And so now he has to go to the mall. He goes to the toy store to get the sister present, yes. But guess what? He can't get the sister present because it's not in stock. So he has to leave. Oh no. And so what happens next is he's got to go back because he didn't get it. And his mom's like, hey, you're gonna have to go get it now. He's like, fine. While there, he sees a creepy monster man. And he's like, oh my god, look at it. It's a monster. And so he takes the elevator, but takes it down all the way. And guess what? There's a forest. Oh my god. And while there's a whole bunch of monsters. And he can't find his way out. But then he meets this dude. He's a weird dude. His name is the Master. I don't know what his real name is because I forgot. Anyway, so he's like, hey, yo, I just want to leave. I didn't do anything to you. And he's like, okay, fine. Just kidding, you get to stay here because I want you to be a fortune teller. And he's like, what the heck? And so he tries to run, but it doesn't work because his minions, the masters that is, has guns, electric guns. But then he punches one in the dick and takes its gun. Oh my. And now he has a weapon. But then the master shows up. He's like, stop it, Donnie. You can't get away, boy. And then he shoots him. Whoa! And the master is dead. Spooky. Anyways, he goes back up, buys everything he needs, and gets the hell out of there. He goes to his sister's birthday party, and she likes her doll. Whoa.